This is pretty meaty for like a first one of 3 things. Because there's going to be 2 more books of this coming out. Hello, Philip.
It's good you sent your brother to tell your flock in St. John's about your nomination. If you'd gone yourself, they might not have let you leave again.
There is a good chance I will return to St. John's after the election today.
Why so pessimistic?
Many of the brothers still want Remigius to become prior.
Philip,
Yes?
there was an incident with one of our novices.
What kind of incident?
Remigius caned him. He was bleeding all over.
He could barely walk, but walk he did. We called out for him, but he did not turn around. He never looked back.
He ran away?
He is not the first. And it wasn't the first time Brother Marcus was punished either.
Brother Marcus?
Yes, he stole my keys and food. You reported him to Remigius.
I did, but he is practically a child.
Remigius really goes too far.
Last year, he hit a novice. The poor soul became deaf in one ear.
Tell me, Philip, what will be the first thing that you do when you're elected?
Not beat people literally senseless in that they are beaten in a form where they lose a sense, which is the most literal use of that phrase I've ever really encountered before. We've already had the raised stakes of going to the whole election thing in the first place, but now we have the additional layer of like now that we're already in line to do it, we're now raising the stakes further by just making Remigius the worst person that we have incentive to want to beat now. Repair the cathedral, become self-sufficient, build a scriptorum. I mean, yeah, we must not cane our novices, but yeah. That's true, but it's such a minor thing. It's just an act of not doing something. I'm more interested in making a more grand gesture, or grand claim towards the fact that we need to become self-sufficient on some level, otherwise we'll never make progress in any other realm if we're so dependent.
We must become self-sufficient and pay off our debts.
Yes, we must.
It will take years of hard work.
You just keep doing what you have always done, Milius. And we will teach the brothers out there to do the same.
You cannot go in there.
What was that?
Who are these people?
Hey!
Step back. Step back, I said.
What is going on out there?
Soldiers?
Did they start a war again? Those fools.
Philip! It's Francis. They have Francis.
Francis.
Did Francis still have the baby? That's a concern. Milius and Cuthbert look very worried. A bad sign. A very bad sign.
What is this?
It's an invasion, that's what it is.
Even Andrew looks scared. Who is he talking to? What's going on?
Brother Philip, I'm afraid these soldiers are looking for your brother. He has just arrived. 2 of them followed him into the cloister.
No.
Uh-oh. They are scared. When did the soldiers arrive? Did they let the soldiers in here?
They said they're looking for someone.
They were questioning some of our brothers.
What are they doing here? Are they here for Francis? Has the war started already?
What is happening here?
Return to your brothers, monk.
We'll question you soon enough.
What else is there to do exactly right now? Can't go that way, can't go around. Do I just talk to Milius and Cuthbert again? Oh, ask the word of God.
You have no right to be here.
Stand back. You cannot pass here.
They won't let us through. I tried.
What is going on here?
Well, that was no
I'll
help.
contemplate this later. Not now.
Maybe I just keep
What
being
are
a
you
problem.
doing here?
You'll know soon.
Why are these soldiers here? Why are...
Nope, that's the last one. So the dialogue cycles a little bit, but you're pretty much... Oh, the cloister. There it is. Oh, it's this prick.
What's your name? It would be easier for us all if you just came with us.
What about the child? Is it yours?
Francis.
Like it or not, you'll be coming with us.
We were looking for you.
You must be mistaken.
We got your description. If it fits a man, we bring him in. It fits you, so we're bringing you in.
Walter, just look at him. He's holding it like a woman.
As
Are
a
you breastfeeding it?
He's holding it like a woman. He should hang it by. He should hold onto it by its ankle and shake it about like a piñata.
No.
What's France doing here? Who are these men?
What are you doing here? And who is... Who is that?
I found him. In the woods.
Hey!
Hey!
We fed him goat's milk in St. John's. Johnny Eightpence did. He says he misses you.
He was always very sentimental.
Hey!
Philip, you must not tell these men my name. My Lord Robert of Gloucester believes me to be in Winchester.
I gave the letter to the bishop. He said he'd help.
May God have mercy on us. I was wrong to send you.
What is it?
These men are with the bishop. He is here, in Kingsbridge.
The bishop is here?
Hey, you two. You should listen when you're spoken to. Who are you? And what about the child?
Did you make it? Did you two do it and make a little baby? By God, you look so funny. Oh, come on, let me hold him.
A name, or both of your names. Come on, you two. Give us something we can work with.
The child is under my protection.
Oh, is it now?
Good for you, monk. What's your name? And don't pretend you can't talk, because I'm sick of listening to you.
I am Philip. Philip of Gwynedd.
It's him we're looking for, not the other one.
Monks, they all look alike.
We were looking for you. Bishop Wailerun wants to see you.
Oh.
We found him. He's here. Tell the bishop.
They found the monk.
The bishop. Tell the bishop.
Go on, monk. We'll all keep an eye on you.
You will be safe.
Yeah, so far it seems the bishop was about as much of a facade as I expected. It's funny watching them be like, hey you, pay attention to us, we're laughing at you. So wow, I can't believe that she refused to marry him. What a crazy response.
Tell the bishop.
Amen.
I thought he would at least be taller than me.
What is going on here,
The
Philip?
bishop knows he's here.
I
We
don't
told
know.
him.
He's expecting you.
Philip.
There you are.
The Right Reverend Bishop Wayland Bygott.
Philip and I are already acquainted.
You were looking for me, my bishop?
I was. Remigius, Philip does look distressed, does he not?
Yes, he does.
Tell me, what is on your mind?
Soldiers have invaded the priory.
Invaded? Oh, of course. I have gotten too used to the presence of knights and nobles. The work of a bishop. The reason why these men are outside right now is your letter, Philip. As I suspected, it did convince my allies to go against the Earl of Shiring. These allies of mine insisted that their knight should accompany me along with their son, and very soon they will ride against the Earl.
I understand, my bishop.
Philip, I have the feeling that there is a storm rising. Right here, in Kingsbridge. And in the eye of that storm stands one man. You. Around you, things begin moving. Don't they, Remigius?
Yes.
But there is one important thing you have kept from me.
There is? My bishop?
You did not mention that you, Philip, were nominated to be Prior of Kingsbridge. The brothers here will elect their new prior today, will they not?
The election will take place in a few hours, my bishop.
We need a strong prior. James was my friend, but a strong prior he was not. We are in agreement on these matters, are we not, Remigius?
Of course, Right Reverend. The bishop and I agreed you should have this.
Friar James's Rosary. It was found by Sub-Prior Remigius at the river near the spot where Kingsbridge's old prior is believed to have broken into the ice. To this day, James's grave in the cathedral remains empty. The icy stream most likely carried the prior's body away. The monks believe that James was chased onto the ice in the small hours of Christmas Day. Some believe by the devil himself. But who is to tell what happened? For there was no one out on the river that night, aside from Prior James, was there? Philip received the rosary in January of 1136 when Remigius and Bishop Wallerin, as token of goodwill and trust in the day of the election of the new prior of Kingsbridge. What is going on here? Everything about this is menacing as all hell, but it almost seems like they might let me do this or something, or send me on a mission or something. It's weird seeing Remigius look so reserved because he's afraid of saying the wrong thing.
Very well. Now, when your distinguished guests arrive, what will be the subject of your first sermon as the new prior of Kingsbridge?
Courage and change, or how the prior is not superior. I mean, if I'm going to be elected, I need to talk about change, but also it matches what I was talking about before either.
I think what I would talk about is... I beg your forgiveness, but I do not understand.
Most of your brothers agree with me on this matter. Remigius has talked to them. They will vote for you.
As will I. And I will support you in your duties in my role as sub-prior.
A role you have fulfilled wonderfully in the past, Remigius. Wonderfully.
My bishop?
Philip of Gwynedd. You will be the new prior of Kingsbridge.
In humbleness, I stand before you, most humbled by your trust and humbled by the great tasks ahead of us. We must restore Kingsbridge to do justice to the glory of God and to his mercy. The desperate and the hopeless everywhere shall hear our bells. They shall see our towering cathedral. Our great church will become a guiding light, first and foremost, through our actions and our faith. We ourselves shall be such a light to the lost, the hurt, and the suffering on their path to God.
The Earl of Shiring is not in attendance, it seems.
He is not. Shameful. He's busy preparing his siege on Winchester.
I trust he does not know we are about to foil his plans, Percy.
Answer the bishop, my husband.
No, he does not expect us, not at all. My men are ready.
So is our son.
Excellent. Excellent.
There you are. What's the matter?
Did I have a father?
Yes. Everyone has a father.
What happened to him?
He died before you were born.
How could he be my father if he died before I was born?
Babies grow from a seed. The seed comes out of a man's prick and is planted in a woman's cunny. Then the seed grows into a baby in her belly, and when it's ready, it comes out.
Why did you never tell me? About father, I mean.
I needed you to be older. Trust me, once the time is right, I will tell you everything. I promise.
What was my father's name?
Jack. The same as you. They called him Jack Sherberg.
So, if there's another Jack, I can tell people that I'm Jack Jackson?
You can. People don't always call you what you want them to, but you can try. What is that? Jack, find the others. Then hide and don't come out till I tell you.
That guy is the worst, and he gets around so fast. How does he get around so fast all the time? So there we finally got our confirmation that the bishop is up to no good on some level. Everything about him screamed some level of fake cooperation that all suggested something was not so great going on, but I just couldn't. I was waiting for the facade to crack, and it finally did, but not when any of our actual characters were looking. You have become Prior of Kingsbridge. Walleran does as you asked. His allies, the Hamleys, attack Earlsgate. The thief you reported, Brother Marcus, fled the priory after a severe caning.
Oh, there are at least 200 of them at the river.
Knights, again? What colors do they wear?
They are not knights, Philip.
They say they cannot pay.
It is all right, Brother Paul.
I told them that there's a toll.
Who is your leader? Who will speak for you?
No one will speak for us, monk.
We were chased from every village.
They are outlaws.
We are no outlaws.
We come from Earl's Castle.
They killed our men!
My child! They killed my child!
By God. We cannot feed you. We barely have enough for ourselves.
We will give them shelter.
Philip, we have not enough room.
We will give you all shelter, all of you.
I wish I had more to give.
More? We've given away almost all the food we have. What will these poor people eat tomorrow?
Before they came here, they fed themselves. They worked. Surely they can do that again.
There are more coming. Word is spreading fast.
What do we do now, Philip?
Give me the rest of the bread.
But...
Here, Philip.
Sounds like we have no choice but to become a town, basically.
Then, help to clean out the empty houses and tend to the injured.
You heard our prior, brothers.
We haven't had a town for a long time, but we do have a bunch of empty buildings here that are a mess, and they can be fixed up and filled with people, and then those people can, you know, make a town. Fill all the different roles of hunting and gathering and doing everything we can to support them out of the local wilderness. It's a huge population boom. So just tons of different spots. Oh, that's road north. There's injured people, children without parents, groups of refugees, hungry women and children, refugees at the mill. I can try talking to people.
The children are all alone. None of them are crying.
Jesus, that person, was they burned horribly?
It was the Hamleys.
They couldn't get their rotten son married to our young lady.
If there is any justice in the world, the king will punish them.
This is my fault. I did this. It was me.
Earl Bartholomew was a good man. How they humiliated him in front of his children. It was not right.
He will come to help us.
No, woman, they will hang him.
But why?
How do we deserve this? Why has God forsaken us?
He has not forsaken you.
But our children are sick. Our husbands were killed.
Thank you, Prior, for your clemency. I know there's only so much you can do.
The words of a sinner cannot help them. I do not dare to call on you, God, for fear you might answer. What have I done?
So he regrets everything that he's done so far. He's covered by a huge population of people, and they're all suffering. They've all lost people. He won't even re-go the Bible here. We just have 3 pieces of bread we can pass out.
Take some bread for your children.
This is not enough.
He has more bread. I saw it.
Please, our children are starving.
Give us bread for our children.
Yeah, but there's also children here.
Children, take some food. Please, take it. You have to eat. Here, I will put it here. Eat when you're hungry.
They won't even take it. What a mess. There's injured people, refugees everywhere.
Take some bread.
Only 1 loaf of bread for all of us? In Wigley they spat on us, and now you want to complain when this monk shows mercy. But I thank you, Father.
Please, give some to those
Give
people
it
over
to
there.
us. We have Why did this happen? What did we
Our
do
children
wrong?
will die in this cold. Wake
Please,
up, Pa.
let us stay. We can work.
I wonder if there's some way we could get Tom to show up over here to help. Probably not what he's hoping for. He's hoping for income to help his family, not just a charity case. But damn, might need a builder now. Philip's notes about the refugees at Kingsbridge, dated January 1136. I sat with the refugees who had sought shelter at our priory. They drank, laughed, and then told me horrifying stories. Politically, the seizure of Earl's Castle was a strategic move to support King Stephen, but for these men, women, and children it was a great tragedy. They told me of William Hamley and 3 other horsemen leading an army of knights. They trampled those who fell, set their houses ablaze, and yelled at them to scream louder. The townspeople fled, with nothing to take with them and nowhere to go. Just hearing about it sent shivers down my spine. If we had not gotten involved, this would not have happened.
Philip, we are running out of room.
Have you done as I told you?
We have cleared out the houses and put up fires. All houses are occupied, and our brothers are treating the sick and injured.
There is still some room in the guest house and in the dormitory. Tomorrow we will open the cathedral. We need all the room we can get.
Prior Philip?
Yes?
I am Tom, Master Builder, and I'd like to rebuild your northwest tower.
Dear God, you look even worse than the others. Like they haven't eaten in days.
They just don't stop coming, do they?
I have worked on Salisbury Cathedral. My last employer was the Earl of Shiring himself. I know my craft. If you let your tower collapse, it may tear down parts of the nave. Hire me, and I'll make it strong again.
Did not expect Tom to just show up just like that.
Do you not see how many there are in need? They need help as much as you do.
They all followed a profession once. They all want to work.
That child? You are raising a child?
My brother found Jonathan in the woods and brought him here. The poor boy would have frozen to death if it hadn't been for God's great mercy.
Jonathan.
Look, I am sorry, but all I can offer you is a place to sleep.
I'll accept, but I'd rather earn it. We didn't come here to beg.
Ask God, then. That wouldn't be begging, it'd be prayer.
You remember what I told you about the kindness of monks? Ask God. That wouldn't be begging, it would be prayer.
Oh, I will pray. I will pray for a thunderbolt to strike the church and level it to the ground.
I wonder if they refused us because of me.
Can't we go home?
Not anymore. We used all our supplies on the journey here. We've made our decision. Now we need to see it through.
Can I look around a bit?
Yes, but don't stroll too far. Be cautious of those monks. I told you the baby would be safe.
What baby?
Monks may be whips, but they take care of their own.
He will grow up to be a monk?
He will.
Well, I guess there are worse things than growing up close to God. Jonathan. That's the name they've given him.
A gift from God.
Jonathan?
I wish I could hold him.
I know. But you have to be careful. They must never know that you are his father. Tom?
I'm fine. If only that stupid cathedral would fall apart.
Is it going to be my job to break the cathedral now? Like, use the slingshot or something? A little dangerous to hope that the cathedral will fall apart when you're also dealing with the, like, the risk it could pose to the baby. And also, right now, they just have way worse problems right now than their architecture for the moment. All the starving people, mainly. I did not expect these characters to so quickly come together. That explains why this area is so filled with separate rooms and everything compared to the other ones. It's because we might spend a chunk of the game here. Wait, where's the brother? Did he die? Did the brother die in the war? Whatever happened when Hamley showed up? Because they must be refugees. They fled that location, right? And the brother's gone. Uh-oh.